What's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and I just finished watching the Black Ops 4 reveal. Today is May 17, 2018, as I'm recording this video, and there was a huge announcement made, which is probably the reason why you've clicked on this video and are listening to me right now, and that is that the Battle Royale mode for Black Ops 4 Call of Duty is confirmed. This is huge news. A lot of people assumed it. There's been a lot of leaks and different information, but nothing actually confirmed until right now. David Vanderhard confirming this about 55 minutes into the presentation. The presentation was actually getting kind of slow, a little boring with a lot of zombies talk. It was only going to be an hour long, so I thought, you know what, maybe they decided against it. There hasn't been anything mentioning it yet. And then right at the end, David Vanderhart comes out and hints at the fact that they're doing something along the lines of survival. And then everybody went nuts. The crowd went crazy because everybody immediately knew what he was referencing. And then he even paused and said, I don't even need to explain this. I don't need to explain the Battle Royale genre, survival genre. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody's playing it, including himself and all of the developers. But that they're going to be doing this the Call of Duty Black Ops way, and that the only way they were going to do it is if they did it in the Black Ops style. So this mode is officially going to be called Blackout. So we have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and then the survival mode being called Blackout. So we have Black Ops 4 Blackout mode. And this is extremely, extremely interesting. It's crazy. I'm a little bit surprised they went with it. I thought maybe they would just hold to their guns and stick to their guns and just go strictly Call of Duty, but it seems like they're throwing it in. And what they've described so far, there's not a ton of information out there. They kind of just scratched the surface of things. There was no confirmation of like total player count or any footage or anything like that. They were kind of just explaining things and showing some visuals from previous games. But what they're doing here, David Vanderhart mentioned that the map is going to be 1,500 times the size of Nuketown, which is funny that he referenced one of the smallest maps in the game. I think the only one smaller is really Shipment, but Nuketown, obviously so famous, so he referenced that. It's 1,500 times the size of that map. I'm sure they're probably still editing it in some capacity. It's going to be 100 times bigger at least than the regular multiplayer map that we would normally play. So as I said, there's no confirmation about how many players there's going to be or any of that information, because even he mentioned that this is the first time that they're going to do a game mode that's this size, and Call of Duty has always kind of kept things pretty small. Even in the recent World War II, they didn't put Ground War in until later in the game, and it wasn't launched with that. So this is a really big deal for Treyarch and the Call of Duty series and Activision and everything like that, and it's getting their feet wet into the Battle Royale genre. And what's really interesting here, some of the things that he said here, I'm going to go over some of the highlights, is that this game mode is going to include stuff from every Black Ops game ever made. And I don't know if people really realized that when he was saying it. I re-listened to it a couple times because there's just so many little tidbits of information that he was kind of saying out there. But this is going to include literally characters and weapons from every Black Ops game, from the regular multiplayer, from campaign to zombies. So there's going to be like major characters from the campaign that are going to be in the Blackout mode. There's going to be probably like zombie characters. There's going to be crazy amounts of weapons. All of the guns from Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Well, I'm not saying all of the guns. He just referenced that a lot of the guns are going to be in there from every single game. And then he even went too far to say that there's going to be iconic portions of the map put into this giant map. And to me, that is so genius. Like, I'm imagining this PUBG style, Fortnite style map, right? And there's towns located in the map that everybody drops to. Now imagine that you're dropping to this Blackout map, and there's an area called firing range, just like in PUBG. And when you land, it's firing range from Black Ops 1, like the same exact thing, maybe stylized a little bit differently. I honestly feel like that would just be so incredible. It would be such a great reference, and that's such an iconic map in the Black Ops / Call of Duty history, like one of all-time best maps. And then what about Summit? Another best all-time great map. My personal favorite map in Call of Duty history, I think, is Summit. And imagine landing on a mountain in like a wintry area with snow, and then there's a recreation of the map Summit. I don't know. I think that would legitimately be ridiculous and amazing at the same time, and probably one of the best things, and would make me truly addicted to this mode, especially because Call of Duty, the gameplay in Call of Duty is so refined. You can hate on Call of Duty all you want. You can say it's a bad game, it hasn't kept up with the times, whatever, but the gameplay in that game is better than almost any game I've ever played in my entire life. I mean, it is. It's the best game. There's a reason why it's made year after year, and there's so much money involved in it that the mechanics are perfect in that game. You know, people might complain there are annoying things, the jetpacks, this and that. I have my issues with Call of Duty, but the actual gun gameplay and the controller feel, at least on Xbox and like PlayStation, is incredible. So if they can tie this in and make this work, I feel like this will truly be really successful and addicting. But if it gets kind of steered in a weird direction, or if it feels forced, then there's going to be definitely, you know, that the community is going to recognize that, and they're just going to go back to Fortnite and these other games, especially because they're coming from a corporate mentality when PUBG and Fortnite aren't like that. So if they can't do the updates and keep up with the community, people are going to drop out of that stuff and go right back to what's working, and that's Fortnite, really, to be honest. But then he also mentioned a couple different things here, going back to Blackout mode, the Call of Duty Black Ops Battle Royale mode, that they're going to be including not only weapons and things from the other maps, but also they're going to be including the kill streaks from games. So you're going to have the RC car, possibly tomahawks. I was looking up kill streaks from the previous game. Maybe they'll have the hunter killer drone. Do you guys remember that? It was like a drone that you could fly and crash into somebody. Then I was thinking in PUBG and in Fortnite, they have the supply drops and things that you can pick up. Like, they're definitely going to be including some kind of care packages in this Blackout mode, because, you know, they have that in the game already, which is a great reference and homage to Call of Duty. Having the care package drop, there could be weapons in there or different kinds of kill streaks. Who knows? I wonder if they'll incorporate like a UAV or a counter UAV, or even any of the aerial kill streaks for that matter. That would be a huge differentiator from, you know, Fortnite or PUBG if they had some kind of aerial stuff. And then on top of that, I mean, they've already announced that in this reveal, Dave Van Hart said that they're going to be land, air, and sea vehicles, to me, which is crazy. So land vehicles we could expect. I mean, we haven't really seen this in the Black Ops series. We've seen some vehicles, you know, in campaign and all that stuff, so they'll probably transfer that in. But we can imagine that. But what I can't imagine in Call of Duty, it's hard to imagine like a boat. The first thing I think of is like Battlefield. So having some kind of boat in Call of Duty would be really, really cool. And what I really can't imagine, I mean, I can imagine it, but what I can't see exactly what it's going to play like in game is like some kind of air vehicle. It'd be insane to be able to get into like a helicopter Call of Duty style, or some kind of jet and fly around the map. I just feel like when Call of Duty and Activision and Treyarch do something, they really go all in. They have the money to make like really cool things and pay for the developers to really make good gameplay and good vehicles and good guns and design and all that stuff. So if you have Treyarch designing some kind of awesome attack helicopter, I feel like that you can actually drive or fly, I feel like it would really be insane. And this kind of stuff could really take the Blackout mode over the top and make it really, really addicting. And then it's funny here, I'm on Twitter while I'm recording this video, and I see that T. Martin, big guy in the YouTube Call of Duty community, tweeted out, what are you most excited for in Black Ops 4? And right now, as I've answered the question, he has multiplayer as a question answer, multiplayer zombies, Blackout, and he's still in the battle bus, meaning you're still just going to go play Fortnite. And I was kind of surprised. I voted for Blackout because that's what I'm most excited for, the Battle Royale mode. And this got 40% of the votes so far, and over 14,000 people have voted. So I really feel like, you know, Fortnite and all that stuff is great. I'm more of a fan of PUBG because it's more realistic, but, you know, my first true love is Call of Duty. I think it's surpassed Halo at this point to me because the franchise has just been so awesome. So many people have been, you know, disappointed over the years, including myself. And if they can come back with this Battle Royale mode, I know it's a little late. People are going to be hating on it, but if it ends up being, you know, what I think it's going to be and what I can imagine and kind of dream of, like, you know, in my brain, I think it's going to be legit and super addicting and a lot of fun. And it'll be cool to see. Also, sticking to the first person perspective would be cool too, because I'm not a huge fan of the third person perspective. It does change the way the games are played in Fortnite and PUBG. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 4 finally revealed. We have a Battle Royale mode coming, Blackout. I'm super excited for this. I know everybody gets super excited and then disappointment, and it's kind of like the Call of Duty cycle. It never ends, but I have to say that I really am excited for this. This is really cool. It seems like this is something actually different for the Call of Duty franchise, something that they needed, and might be too little too late, or who knows, they might come in and perfect what's already kind of working right now. We'll just have to wait and see. So please subscribe if you want to check out some more of my content. I make a ton of video game content. I'll be posting a ton of PUBG, Fortnite, and then Black Ops 4. When that game's come out, I'll be all over that. And if you subscribe, click on the bell so you can get my notifications. I am a small content creator, so I do need all the help and support I can get out there. And if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, check them out, give them a like, all that stuff. I know it's annoying and cliche to ask, but it really is a struggle out there to get views, subscribers, views, all that stuff. And I'm just trying to build a fun community out here. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. And as always, I'm Blitz5. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.